Hi everyone, my name is Alexandra, and today I'm going to be sharing with you my favorite 5 top educator tips on rubber base. So keep on watching. Tip number 1, if your rubber base is peeling, it could be a few things. It could be into your prep. Your prep has to be carefully done. You want to make sure that you're pushing back the cuticles, de-shining the natural nail plate, capping the free edge, and also you want to make sure that you're using a high quality lamp. VBP Educator's lamp is high quality, so if you're using the rubber base with the lamp together, it is the perfect marriage. So one of the issues could be prep. So let me show you quickly how to prep the natural nail for rubber base. You're going to want to start first with your cuticle pusher. Just push back the cuticles very gently, and then you're going to want to shape the natural nail to your desired shape. And then you're going to want to lightly buff and de-shine the nail plate. Today I'm using the 180 grit buff by VBP. And then you're also going to want to dust off the natural nail, make sure that is clean. And then you're gonna go in with your dehydrator and your super bond to give it that maximum adhesion from cuticle to free edge. So my second tip is how to apply highly pigmented rubber bases. So VBP Educator has an array of different pigments, and here I have Beta on it, which is a really nice red shade, and Black Diamond, which is a black rubber base. So the trick with these is that you want to add a very thin coat. I like to do 2 layers. I'll cure the first one and cure the second one. I'll show you how to do that in a second. And then one of my, I'll say like a bonus educator tip is that I like to first go in with my clear rubber base when I'm using any of my darker pigment colors, because when I go in and soak the product off, it gives it kind of like a protective layer, so that way the pigment doesn't grab onto the natural nail and it just kind of soaks off a little bit faster.
Okay, that's a good tip.
Yeah, so today I'm going to be using the Black Diamond. It's a really pretty black shade. We've already prepped the natural nail, so I'm gonna go in with my clear rubber base and just give it a very, very thin layer. I'm gonna go from cuticle to free edge and kind of just like wiggle this into the natural nail plate. And I cure it for a full 60 seconds. So with the darker pigmented rubber bases, you want to go in with a very thin layer so that way it fully cures. So I'm gonna go in, but I'm going to add it very, very thinly onto that natural nail plate. And I'm not gonna worry about getting it super close to the side walls or the cuticle, because I'm gonna do that on the second layer. So go ahead and fully cure that for 60 seconds. So now I'm gonna go in with the second and last thin layer for that dark pigmented color. And I'm gonna go in and be a little bit more meticulous this time, because this is my final layer. I'm gonna add a very thin bead. Kind of just push it and lightly hover and bring that product all the way down. Remember to always cap that free edge. My third tip is using a liner brush to get the product as flush and close to the cuticle and sidewalls as possible. I like to use the Liner S brush just because I think it's the perfect length. What you want to do is you want to kind of squeeze the lateral nail folds, and you want to push that product lightly, more like hover the product, and get it as close to the cuticle as possible to give it that nice aesthetic clean look, almost like the product is literally growing out of your nail.
This is definitely a step that's often overlooked.
Yes, and it makes your manis last so much longer. You also want to make sure that you're capping the free edge. I like to do that with my liner brush too, and clean any product that is on the skin. And there you have it. Then you can fully cure for that 60 seconds. And my fourth tip is using the slip layer. I love using the slip layer because it just helps glide that bead of rubber base so nicely, and it helps self-level the product as well, which gives it such a nice finish. You don't have to go in and file or do any finishings on it. You can just add a top coat and you're ready to go.
I mean, I don't have to file.
You don't have to file.
I love that.
Right? Easy peasy.
Yeah.
And my fifth and last tip is, did you know that you can actually do an infill on rubber base?
I had no idea.
It's my favorite part. So all you have to do is just take off whatever top coat, gel polish design that you had on top. You're going to remove that first layer, and then we're going to go in with the prep. And remember, the first tip, we want to make sure that we are thoroughly prepping the natural nail to maximize that adhesion. So I'm gonna go in with my cuticle pusher and just lightly push back the cuticles. And then I'm going in and deshining.
What grit file are you using?
Today I'm using the 180 grit V file, but you can also go in with the zebra sanding band using an E file as well.
Probably a fine grit.
A fine grit, yeah. And then you're going to want to shape to the desired shape and dust off and wipe away any excess dust. And you never ever want to forget your dehydrator and super bond. And this, you don't have to add on to the entire nail, you just want to add it on to the growth. And this just helps maximize and give that product a long life. So we're going to go in with pink lemonade.
I love this color.
Isn't it so pretty?
Perfect pink.
I love this color. It is the perfect pink. You are right. What I like to do is after I dehydrated and used the super bond, I'm gonna go in with a very thin layer and add it on top of the growth and the product that she has underneath. Very thin layer. I don't want to add any extra thickness to that product that we already have. And I'm going to cap the free edge, and I'm going to have her cure it for a full 60 seconds. Then after she comes out of that 60-second cure, I'm going to go in with my slip layer, again from the cuticle to free edge, very thin. I don't want to add any extra thickness or bulk, because then I'm going to go in with a very tiny bead and add it to the cuticle area, and I'm kind of pushing it in, and then in circular motions I'm just swiping, hovering that product down from cuticle to free edge. And what's great about this product is that it self-levels, so you don't have to be super technical or perfect with your application.
Love that.
I know, I love it so much. And then I'm going in with my liner S brush and just getting that product as close to the cuticle and the sidewalls as possible. I'm checking every side to make sure that it's even and there are no lumps, capping the free edge, and there you have it. A quick and easy fill. Now I'm going to have you cure that in for 60 seconds, and then we can add a top coat and we're done. And now to finish it off, I'm just going to add a top coat. I'm using the VBP non-wipe top coat. You can add a gel polish of your choice. And my educator recommendation is that you want to fill up to 3 times. After 3 fills, you're gonna wanna soak off the product and reapply kind of as a full set. And there you go. You can fully cure for another 60 seconds. And how quick and easy was that?
Girl, the fastest fill of my life.
Right? All right, so let me know which tip was your favorite. And if you have any other tips, make sure to drop them down below and we'll see you soon.